Stop clinging to dead weights. They have a way of slowing you down on your life's journey. Welcome to another exciting episode of A Well-Watered Garden. My name is Ayodele Taiwo. In the last episode on the series of how to avoid distraction, I talked about how to cut off endless activities. Today is the third episode under that series of how to say no to distractions. And I'm going to talk about another exciting topic, something profound, something inspiring. And I'm so sure that you are going to connect to it in the same way that I connected to it, while studying it before I started applying it to my life. Today, I want to talk about stop clinging to untoward luggage. Let me say that again. Stop clinging to untoward luggage. I could have said stop clinging to excess luggage, but I do realize that there are some excess luggages that you actually need on your journey. However, you may not even have excess luggage but have untoward luggage, while traveling. Going back to distraction, I said distractions, they are those things that will hinder you from focusing on your life's primary purpose. They are those things that add nothing to your journey, those things that will sap your energy. Distractions are the things that will take from you. Distractions are the things that will negate your strengths. Distractions will prevent you, from focusing on the vital elements on your life's journey. So in the course of talking about distractions, we've spoken about Mary and Martha, choosing the thing that is vital. We've also spoken about the man that was assigned to keep another man on the battlefield but was busy here and there, and got carried away in the process of being busy here and there. So today I want to look at yet another Bible character from whose life we can learn what it means to say no to distraction, so that we can focus on the things, on those things that are actually significant to our lives. Before I go further in the video, I want to ask you a question. Have you taken time to discover that particular thing that is going to change the trajectory of your life? Are you pouring yourself into it? Do you know the only thing, the singular thing that's going to make a phenomenal difference in your life's existence? Have you started pursuing it? That is what this video is all about. It's all about cutting off unnecessary noises, cutting off distractions here and there. Now let me go back to blind Bartimaeus. I enjoyed studying about this man for a lot of reasons, but today I just want to key into the particular part that has to do with distractions. On his journey, the Bible says that this man, he was blind, and on a particular day he heard noises, and he made inquiry to know what is happening around, and he got to realize that Jesus was in the hood. And having heard about what Jesus could do at that point in time, he decided to have a better life. He decided, at that point, to regain his sight by connecting with the Savior. Now, the thing you need to understand is that you must get to a point on your life's journey when you discover the things that are vital to your existence and you go after them. Not only going after them, you make sure that to get rid of whatever it is that will not assist you in attaining what you are longing for. Now, talking about blind Bartimaeus, I'm going to look at the internal distraction, then I'll move on to talk about the external distraction. I want to challenge you through this video not to shortchange yourself of the great things that can unfold in your life. If you've been listening to my video, I am an advocate of going for the very best that God has got to offer. I always talk about reaching for the height, reaching for the peak, going to the zenith of whatever it is that God has prepared for you before your existence. When blind Bartimaeus heard of rumblings around him, he told himself, that something great, something phenomenal was happening in the neighborhood. And he assured himself that whatever it is that is, causing such rumblings as long as it is something positive, he had a right to partake of it. No matter the state you are in, no matter how down you could be at the moment, I don't want you to conclude that that is the place that is meant for you. I want you to long for a better life, long for something better, long for something more refreshing, long for a season of life that is more productive and more than what you are currently experiencing. Do not give yourself the distraction that good things are not meant for me. I have to embrace the status quo and keep at it. No, good things are equally meant for you. Now, let's forget the digression. Let me go back to my point. When blind Bartimaeus, when he heard the noise that Jesus was in the neighborhood, having convinced himself that he was qualified to partake of whatever virtue, whatever miracle, that Jesus had in store for that day, he launched out, to connect with Jesus, so that he could, ask him to give him his life back, to give him his sight back. And having made the launch, the people came at him. When he shouted, trying to get the attention of Jesus, the people tried to shut him down. The people said, you know what, guy, he is not here for you. But rather than keep quiet, the Bible records that he shouted the more to gain the attention of Jesus. He did not allow those people to drown his voice. I want to tell you, through this video, that you have a voice. Do not give anybody the permission to drown your voice. Do not give anybody the permission to shut you down. Do not give anybody the permission to tell you you are not good enough. Do not give anybody the permission to tell you that you are not capable of reaching for greater heights. Do not give anybody the permission, to truncate your vision of the greater things that could unfold in your life. It is your birthright. It is your birthright to live in bigger, to live in better. It is your birthright to enjoy a better tomorrow. You are a child of God, and He has prepared great things for you before you were born. You have to tap into those great things. Do not allow people to drown your voice. And let me add quickly that it is impossible for people to drown your voice unless you give them the permission. And that permission is too much to give a fellow human being. That permission is too much to give to any situation, any circumstance trying to tell you to move to the back burner because you are not important. You are important, and you deserve, like I said earlier on, the good things that God has to offer you. When the people told him, shut up, stop trying, stop reaching for better, blind Bartimaeus did not align with their estimate of his worth. It did not align with their estimate of what should happen in his life. It did not align with their estimate of you can't go further. You should stay on this level. He neglected the voices shouting at him. I want to tell you that your journey is too precious and your life is too vital in the agenda of God. You do not have the luxury of time and energy to explain your journey to people. At that point, blind Bartimaeus could have stopped to explain to people that don't drown my voice. I'm trying to call Jesus. I'm trying to gain my sight. I'm trying to become better. I want my life to become more meaningful. He did not try to do that. Rather than keep quiet, he shouted more. Rather than accept his fate, he lunged ahead. He longed for something better. He kept at it. He had this staying power, even when the people around were not supporting him. Let me quickly say this, that if you wait for people to endorse your vision, it will never see the light of the day. If you wait for people to validate your desires, to reach for something bigger, to reach for something better, to become a better version of yourself, it will never come to pass. Do not listen to criticisms. People can criticize you. It's okay. Take it with a pinch of salt. Take it graciously. Do not let it drown your motivation for something better. Do not dwell on criticisms. Let me say something quickly about that in a bit. When I started the my YouTube channels, and I kept telling people to please watch the videos before I put the videos out there. Let me know what is wrong. Let me know what is good. Let me know what is this and that. A lot of people encouraged me. However, there were a lot of sharp criticisms from some people. At a point in time, I told myself that nobody got it right, at the initial stage. It is better to do it and fail forward. Life is like that also. You will never get it right at the beginning, but the more you keep at it, the better you become at it. The more you do it, the more you move forward, the more you progress, as long as you have a teachable spirit. As they are throwing such criticisms at you, I want you to step on those criticisms as stepping stones. Use them as building blocks. Use such criticisms as stepping stones to greatness. Whatever has been said, concerning my journey as a YouTuber, I thank whoever it is, whatever, no matter the depth of the criticism, I take it with a smile. I take it with grace. I'm gracious in receiving such criticism, and I tell the people, who are trying to correct me, no matter how harsh, they seem, I tell them, thank you very much. I'll work on it. This man, he did not leave his life's mission to concentrate on what the people were saying. He kept pressing for the goal. You do not have a lifetime to make a difference. So to that end, you cannot use your life to correct every criticism, to answer every critic. You do not have that time. You have to keep pressing. You press through the opposition, you press through the obstacle, you press through whatever it is that is trying to hold you bound or hold you back from reaching out to the best that God has ordained for you. That is how to deal with distractions, external distractions, criticisms, noises here and there. You push such noises. There is a proverb in my country that says that whenever you go to the market, you do not concentrate on the noise in the market. Rather than do that, you concentrate on your mission in the market. That is the best way to shut out distraction. That is the best way to keep progressing through life. You do not need to stop and answer your critics. You do not have that time. You do not have that energy. And I bet you wouldn't want to waste your precious time doing that. External distractions. That is the first thing that I learned from the life of blind Bartimaeus. He kept pressing towards his goal. And because he did not relent, because he did not give up in the pursuit of what he wanted, Jesus heard his voice. At a point he said, Jesus, son of David, have mercy on me. And Jesus heard. Something in his voice connected to the Lord, and he got his sight. He got his life back. If you keep pressing, you will get to your goal. If you keep pressing, you will achieve your goal. If you keep pressing, you will get to your destination. Do not concentrate on the stumbling blocks. Do not concentrate on the distractions. Do not concentrate on the noise. These things are weights. They are untoward luggage. You do not need them on this journey. Now, let me move forward in the story of blind Bartimaeus. Apart from the external distraction that came in the form of criticism from the people, at a point his garment, was trying to hold him back. And the Bible records that he threw off the garment, in pursuit of what he wanted to get from Jesus. He knew if he was clinging to that garment, there was no way he could reach Jesus quicker. Since Jesus was passing through that place, he had to make the most of whatever he could at the nick of time. Life is all about opportunities. You have to be ready, you have to be prepared, you have to get rid of whatever it is, that will hinder you from latching on to the opportunities that God is throwing across your path. At a point, another distraction came in the form of a garment. This time around, I refer to that as internal distraction. Sometimes we complain about other people. Sometimes we complain about unpleasant experiences. We complain about our backgrounds. We complain about what we do not have, and we tell ourselves that we are not going far in life because we are disadvantaged due to those things. But what we fail to realize sometimes is that it is not what happened to us, that is weighing us down as a form of distraction. It is what we make out of what has happened to us. Like in the case of this man, blind Bartimaeus, at a point when he was able, to get rid of the criticism of the people, something from himself tried to hold him back, and that was his garment. And he was smart enough to quickly pull it off. You need to realize, you need to take stock of yourself, take stock of your life, audit your life periodically to know what you need to do in order for you to forge ahead. You have to do thorough cross-examination and give yourself, be brutally honest in assessing yourself. Know what is hindering you externally, know what is hindering you internally, and address the internal and the external factors so that your life can become better. If you are not true to yourself on life's journey, you are going to lose out on endless opportunities. You have to get to the point of being true to yourself. You have to get to the point of telling yourself the truth, no matter how much it hurts. I'd like to end this video by saying that whatever is going to distract you, be it internal or external, on your life's journey, must be trashed. You must toss such things in the trash can. Your life is so valuable. Eyes on the goal, eyes on the mission. Do not become distracted. Say no to distraction. Get rid of untoward luggage. Get rid of the things that you are clinging to that are in no way adding value to your life. Get rid of the garments. Get rid of the criticism of the people. Forge towards your life's purpose. It is worth it. Thank you so much for being a part of today's video. You know that on a well-watered garden, I always come with topics that we rub minds together on in order for us to share how we are growing in our Christian faith. Share the challenges, share the triumphs, apply the Bible to practical issues in our lives. Thank you so much for taking time to listen. It's a pleasure having you in my corner. I do not in any way, like I always say, take it for granted. Thank you so much. God bless you real good. And if you've taken time to subscribe to this YouTube channel, I want you to know how much that means to me. Thank you so much for being a part of my YouTube journey. Thank you so much for being a part of my growth. If you've listened this far and you've not taken time to subscribe, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel. Help me to grow, help me to move forward, help me to become bigger and better. And do feel free to share any of my videos with your loved ones. In the same way that you are enjoying God's word, let others listen and get blessed. Let them also grow in their work with God. And do not forget to make your comments in the comment section. I would like to interact with you. I would like to know, where are you listening from? What have you gained? What are your struggles? What are your triumphs regarding what we've spoken about into this video? Thank you so much for being a part of my world. I do really appreciate it. Before I come very soon with another interesting video, this is Ayodele Muiwat. I will say thank you so much for being a part, and bye.